Looks like it's morphin' time.
This is my house. I built this. This is my house, and this will always be my house. Now let's continue.
Because I love me some me. I love me some me. To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
And now, the Morgan Thomas Show.
Welcome back in the Morgan Thomas Show. I'm your host and producer today, Morgan Thomas. I'm so excited to have you back in here with me. It's been a long time. You know, I still do the radio on 105.5, 97.5 The Roar. You know, I still have a lot of things going on over on X at the Morgan T Show. You can follow me there. Haven't done a podcast or a YouTube channel video in quite some time. Just been busy, man. Life. I'm sorry. You know, we will get back to it. Honestly, I will get back to it because it's really just me. I mean, you know, Alan tags along. Big Alan tags along when he can. But right now, it's just me. I know you're shocked to see me, but I am not shocked to see you because I'm so excited. I mean, we're sitting here. Decided not to go to the spring game today myself personally. You know, for whatever reason, I just decided not to go. I mean, I've actually gone probably the last 10 times. I don't know, but I don't know the last time I haven't gone to one, but I decided to stay home and live stream it. One, because just kind of forced me to actually live stream because I haven't done one in so long. And I feel like, you know, it's like when you ride a bike, right? You do it. And then once you do it again. And then you do it again. And then all of a sudden, you know, you don't have to do it anymore. I mean, well, that's not what I'm saying. You do have to do it more, but it doesn't take as much effort anymore, is what I'm trying to say. One thing that I want to say is get into the chat and say hello. You know, I'd love to give you a shout out during the show. We will watch the Clemson spring game together. I want to get your thoughts. For broadcasting reasons, I'm not able to show the spring game, as you know. I mean, so don't ask me that. But for this purpose, this is the watch party. So hopefully you can watch it yourself and then give me your thoughts and comments as we go through the game together, because I will be watching it on another screen. And then we'll kind of go from there. So again, thank you so much for getting in and being a part of the show. Looks like we have about 50 people online right now. So, man, I am extremely excited to have you here with me. We got a ton of visitors for the game today. Have a ton of expectations. Players I know we've talked about who we want to see perform well today. So looks like kickoff is just getting started, and I need to refresh my page because my game has not yet started. And I'm going to try to see if I can listen in a little bit so I can listen along with you. Got Garrett Riley on the screen right now. And it'll load for me, but we'll get it going. Get into the chat. Say hello. Kevron's already in. Kevron always in. Thank you so much for your support, man. And we will try to get this thing running. As my screen has a nice little loading circle. All right, Dabo Sweeney on the screen now. I'm going to kind of unmute it for myself and kind of hear a little bit. So Dabo Sweeney looking nice there. I want to get that pullover. Must be a little bit cool today. I've been outside. We got a kickoff here from the 35-yard line. And there are only two returners here, so they're just kind of seeing what's happening. Now, the kick itself went to number 18. I'm assuming that's Tink Kelly. And then you have the white team starting with the ball here. It's kind of a short kickoff there. Christopher Vizina on the screen with Keith Adams behind him, number 19, number 17 in purple there. That purple jersey is there because, you know, you can't hit somebody. You can't hit the quarterback. All right, here's the first play from scrimmage here. Kind of a reverse to the right-hand side over to Tink Kelly as well for a loss of 2 yards. It looks like they're trying to get in some misdirection here on this defense. You obviously have one guy on the orange side that everybody is looking forward to seeing, which is A.J. Hoffler this year. I think I see Peyton Page out there as well. So this is interesting starting off with the white team. I'm curious to see how this works out for the Tigers. Now, here's a big play to the sideline. Looks like to Ronan Hannafin for about 15 yards, but 2nd and 11, that was incomplete to the sideline. So, so far we have one misdirection to the right side, and then we have a pass to the outside, about 15 yards incomplete. So 15-minute quarters in the first half, running clock in the second half, starting at the third series. All kickoffs are going to be fair caught. 3rd down and 11 here. Vizina takes the snap. He gets pressured big time for a sack. You know, Dabo Swinney's going to call a sack quick. You know, that's one of the big things that people people complain about Dabo in the spring games, is that he's going to call a sack. He's going to call a sack almost a little bit too early. But that looked like, you know, they were blitzing everybody. I'm watching the game on ESPN Plus. So what's up, Tyler, TG4L, Jackson? Yes, I'm watching on ESPN Plus. As you know, I cannot stream this. I cannot stream this on my channel because I like my channel. I don't want to be banned from YouTube. And we got a punt here from the 15 all the way to the 40. So, and it rolls. Wow, a pretty good roll down to the 23 is Dabo, a picture of Dabo Swinney there with the microphone. You can tell he has a good time with these spring games. For me, I'm going to have a good time when we see some scoring. That's my thing, because we're going to see the first team, if you will, offense, the orange team with Cade Klubnik coming out. Cade Klubnik wearing the purple. And I'm going to have to get my roster out because, man, I don't have everybody's number memorized with this new team here. So I'm going to have to kind of get myself some help and look at the spring game roster. All right, Cade Klubnik here in shotgun. Takes it back, looks quick to the left-hand side, and Sammy Brown, number 47. Sammy Brown off the outside. Doggone near forces a fumble. I mean, honestly, in a real game, that's a fumble. You know, it doesn't like he had forward motion there. So I'm curious here. I mean, that's first snap. Cade kind of looked to his left real quick, then looked to his right, didn't see anything. All right, now he's going to hand it off here to Jarvis Green. I know a lot of people are looking forward to seeing him from Dutch Fork there. Number 21. You have Olson Pat Henry out there, number 11. So far, now we're at 3rd down, probably 10. 3rd down and 15. So they gave him a sack instead of a fumble. Looks like Blake Miller's got a big club on his hand, on his right hand. Cade drops back, stays in the pocket, but has a tipped ball and nearly intercepted by TJ Parker, who is now wearing number 3. So no more Xavier Thomas. Caden Story also in on the pressure, number 93. Caden Story, a guy who we hadn't seen much. So looking forward to seeing him. Big man. So you had up there Cade Denoff, Trey Williams, Caden Story, and TJ Parker. That's going to be a pretty difficult defensive line if that's what Cade's going to have to go against. But 4th and 15 now, they're going to have to punt. Not looking so good. Not looking so good for the orange team or the white team right now on offense. So Tink Kelly's taken not only a kickoff return, as I open up my Coke Zero here. He's not only taking a kickoff return, but he's taking a punt return here for the white team, number 18. I know a lot of people are excited about Tink Kelly. As we get ready to go to commercial, break, let me look at the rosters again and just kind of see. I need a roster with numbers. I know it's on their social media. What are your thoughts so far? Get in the comments and let me know. So far, two basically 3 and outs for the white team and then the orange team there. So let me know what you think in the comments. We'll give you a shout out as we keep going. And let me look for, looks like it's a pretty good crowd there. The lower deck pretty full. I know it's kind of windy. As I go try to find the rosters here. So I got the white team, but no numbers. So I'm gonna have to go to the team, the roster. I'm just gonna have to wing it here. List view here. I have to get your help. Let's go. Let's see. We got a ton of people in here now. So Jackson, T4L, Tyler, Palmetto, Larry, Ray, one and only Dylan. Ray, you can you get the game on ESPN Plus, my friend. You know, I can't stream it, you know, man. I can't stream it. I wish I could. I would if I could, but if I stream it, then I get in trouble. I get my whole stream blocked. So they're back now. They're talking about the Letterman returning 57, 25 Letterman lost. And here is Christopher Vizina again in the shotgun formation. Hadn't seen much other than the shotgun. And he takes a snap back, and that's going to be a sack right there. I mean, nobody's open. AJ Hoffler is one charged or accredited with the sack there. Shaq Lawson, number 15, also in on the pressure. You're not getting much time here, and I don't know if that's a good thing for the defense or a bad thing for the offense. Offensive line looks like you have Zachariah Owens, you have Trent Howard at right tackle, right guard, and then center Harris Sewell, Dietrich Pennington, and then left tackle Colin Sadler. Another snap here, quick to the outside, and screen wide receiver bubble screen to Tink Kelly, who takes it backwards a couple of yards. He actually had about 5 yards, and then he took it backwards for really just a gain of 3 there. So Tink trying to make some moves here. That's one thing I do like about him. Looks like he's bulked up a lot over the last season and off season. Tink Kelly's obviously going to be a guy who's got to be involved. He's a playmaker. He's from Daniel High School. A lot of people knock people from Daniel High School because that's the local small school, but there's been talent from there, and he's definitely one of them. Vizina again can't see. Here's the thing: Dabo Swinney calls a sack on this. It's 3rd and long. He calls a sack on this as Vizina sits in the pocket. See, this is the kind of stuff I don't like about Dabo. It's you let the okay. Shaq Lawson did get around to the outside and cut up in. He did a great swim move there on Colin Sadler. Shaq Lawson got there very quickly. He made a great move. I'm not taking that away from him, but we're not going to see anything if you never let the guys throw the ball. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, he's just always so quick to allow the sack. All right, I'm off my soapbox here. So we got number 0, and that is Antonio Williams taking the return on the orange side. So we've had Tink Kelly and Antonio Williams so far. Dylan says, how's Bryant Wesco doing? I haven't seen Bryant Wesco yet. David Suggs says, hey, from Statesboro. Where's Statesboro at? I have no idea. I hate to admit that out loud, but All right, so you got Tristan Lee, looks like Marcus Tate. And they got a jet sweep here to Antonio Williams for about 3 or 4 yards. Tavoy Fagan is number 6. Not Ray. Kobe McLeod, number 21. Bryant Wesco is going to be number 12 this year. He's out here on the field. We hadn't really seen anything of him yet. Okay, now we're seeing something different from the shotgun. We're seeing a pistol formation with Jarvis Green behind him. Play action pistol. Is he going to go deep? He does go about 40 yards to the left to Bryant Wesco, and Jaden Lucas with a jumping swat over on the left-hand side. I think it was a pretty good pass, but well defended by Jaden Lucas, number 20 for the white team cornerback. Over there with him with help was number 14, Rob Billings, his safety. That's pretty good, actually. So they did test Bryant Wesco just there. Yes, Sammy Brown did get a sack on the first play of the game not the first play of the game, but the first play for the Orange team. Cade Klubnik back now in a traditional spread shotgun, and he gets it complete to Antonio Williams. Complete. Not only he gets by his defender, makes a move, and cuts up the field for another 6 or 7 yards. So it's nice to see Antonio Williams, who now gets a breather. It's nice to see him. That's going to be one of those guys that it needs to be a leader on the field. He was going up against number 7, who would be Khalil Barnes now. Khalil Barnes, not number 6. Khalil got him the tackle. I don't know who he was going against, but Khalil Barnes, number 7 now. With a fake handoff, play action, intercepted. Tavoy Fagan, number 6, takes it. This could be all the way. Also, Pat Henry knocks him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Not a good play for number 2. Cade Klubnik throws an obvious pick. Something that looks like he was going back shoulder while the wide receiver was going deep. Not on the same page there. Great play for the white defense and that true freshman, Tavoy Fagan. Looks like it was going to Antonio Williams, Adam Randall. Adam Randall was continuing to go down the field. Cade Klubnik was looking for back shoulder. It was one-on-one coverage there to the right-hand side. That was a huge interception. Now the white team has a great field position now. Handoff to Keith Adams. Man, he has gotten a much bigger upper body as well. Stuffed there by number 90. Number 90 being Stephylan Green. Not good for Cade Klubnik. I know a lot of the fans out there wanted to see some positivity from him. Some positive plays from him. Not good starting out for number 2. 3 and out in the first series, interception the second series. Here we are, 28-yard line. Christopher Vizina drops back. And Vizina, as we're seeing here, he gets sacked again. He's holding the ball too long. I mean, it is what it is. Number 1 now, no longer Makuba. Number 1 is Brandon Strozier. Christopher Vizina, number 17, has got to figure out his timing much better than this. Multiple sacks. Now, again, this is a sack in a sense. He's wearing the purple jersey. So, he gets 2-hand touch, basically. Well, really, 1-hand touch, according to Dabo. Dabo doesn't even barely lets a finger touch him. Jarvis Green has any carries yet? Yes, he has. He's had a carry, I believe 1. Christopher Vizina to the back shoulder to the left side with pass interference on Strozier. Looking for number 83, Hampton Earl, to the outside as Kyle Richardson gives him a discussion, talks over the next play. As pass interference looks like it was called by the back judge there, the line judge. Referee confirms holding. And it'll be first down. That was going to be 4th and 11, but that pass interference, forces or allows for the drive to continue. Now they're in the red zone here, 1st and 10. XX Rad says, which quarterback looks better? Right now, neither quarterback looks very good. So not good news so far. But, they only got 2. Trent Pman Okay, so they have a delayed handoff here to Keith Adams, which is absolutely stuffed by A.J. Hoffler and Peyton Page. Again, is it that Clemson has an amazing defensive line, or is it that offensive line is regressing? Now they had number 72 pulling across. It's weird to see. It's weird to see Zach Owens pull across. He is such a big dude, number 72. Wow, he is just so big, but he can move. It looks like he was in his position. So right tackle, Zachariah Owens, left tackle looks like Colin Sadler, and there's a pass across the middle to Hampton Earl, and that was complete for about 7 or 8 yards there. Just a quick slant for Christopher Vizina. The timing was good. Are we, I'm not sure. You have to tell me in the chat. Are we having calls to the helmet right now? I'm assuming yes. 3rd down and 6 here. Another spread formation, 2 to each side. Christopher Vizina again holds it way too long. He about gets destroyed by A.J. Hoffler, who was, basically unguarded. If the play is to the right side and you don't have anybody guarding the edge, I mean, they had 2 guys running free to the right edge. I'm not really 100% sure how that's supposed to ever work. If your play is to the right side and you don't block the 2 guys blitzing from the right side, but you're wanting your quarterback to look that way, extremely difficult here. Now for a field goal, the white team gets a field goal. Number 81, Nolan Hauser, or Hooser, Nolan Hooser. I got to say it right. Dabo is like super excited about this field goal. I am, on the other hand, am not. Dylan says that's how they got the fumble last year. Yeah, I agree. As we're now at commercial, that's how they got a fumble last year. Florida State. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff. You have the play you're looking to the right, but as you're scanning, you have 2 guys coming right at your face. How are you really supposed to handle that? Zachariah Owens took the guy to his left, allowing Hoffler and another guy to the outside to just go in. I'm watching on ESPN Plus. Joe, do you think we should get any transfers? I don't think Clemson is going to get any transfers, no. I think that it's clear Dabo Swinney has a strategy, and the strategy is to recruit high school players. Green has had at least 1 carry so far. Yep, that's true. Thank you, John. Welcome in, John. Welcome in, Kevin, Joe, Cameron, Twitch, D from. And in my opinion, so far, the defensive line looks really, really good. On the offense, if I could pick anybody, it would probably be the only one that's had multiple positive plays, and that would be Antonio Williams. On the defense, though, TJ Parker, AJ Hoffler, Jaheim Lawson, Sammy Brown. So you're seeing Wes Goodwin is feeling good right now. He's on the screen. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. Wes Goodwin is feeling pretty good right now. If I'm Wes Goodwin after this game, I would stop the game right now and ask Graham Neff for another $1 million. If I'm Wes Goodwin. Looks like they had Jarvis Green back there returning the kick after a field goal from the white team. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first They're gonna kick off again. Looks like they're gonna do 2 kickoffs from the 35. This must be Robert Gunn. I don't know. Or Nolan Hooser. Sammy got a sack on the first play from scrimmage for the orange team. He was on the white team. He got a sack. So it was the second series first play for Cade Klubnik. He sacked Cade from the blind side. Dylan said predicted 27-12 orange win, but I don't know now. I said that I took the under in 9 points. And I know that seems very disrespectful, but Clemson in the past couple of years has kind of stunk it up in spring games. So we'll see. Trips to the right, kind of an awkward snap. Cade goes deep over the top, and one-on-one coverage looks like Khalil Barnes gets called for holding. Cade, takes a 3-step drop and throws it over the shoulder to the right-hand side, about 20 yards downfield, and gets pass interference against number 7. Number 7 now is Khalil Barnes. Antonio Williams there fighting each other. Looks like Williams kind of touching his shoulder, though. Maybe have some soreness on his shoulder. I don't like that. 97 people watching right now, but not 97 people in the chat. Hey, make sure you get in the chat and say hello. I'll give you a shout out. Handoff, Jarvis Green here. He cuts through and gets about 5 yards to the right-hand side between about the B gap there. Who is number 54? Because I thought it was... 54 is Ian Reed. 50 is Colin Sadler. So I was saying the wrong guy's names there. Looks like we have an ankle injury here on the offensive line. Could be Ryan Linthicum. Could be center Ryan Linthicum. Yes, looks like he's getting up though, but looks like he rolled his ankle pretty bad, and he's wearing dreadlocks today. Ryan Linthicum going with the goatee and dreadlocks. No, he's got a full beard and dreadlocks. Looks like a big dude. They're going to trade. Dabo's talking he's going to have a trade. So this shows some offensive center by committee here. Ryan Linthicum was in the first team center, and now they're going to trade jerseys here and give Harris Sewell an orange jersey and allow him to be the second first team center. Interesting. Let me look at the offensive line for the orange team. The offensive line, Tristan Lee, Will Boggs, Marcus Tate, Harris Sewell. Well, Harris Sewell was on the orange team already. What? Am I missing something here? Harris Sewell was supposed to be... Oh, okay. It's got an asterisk. Will participate for both teams. Okay. So we know now he's participating for both teams because he is the center. Dylan, Ryan needs to stay healthy. Yeah, I mean, Ryan, you and me both agree with that. Paula in SC says, just came in. How does Cade look in your opinion? Paula, do you want me to tell you the truth? That's the question I need to ask you right now. Paula, do you want me to tell you the truth? I'm not going to say anything until you tell me you want me to tell you the truth or not. The truth is he's thrown one interception and been sacked a few times, has had 2 3-and-outs and 1 interception. He doesn't look good. Biggest pass so far really has been a pass interference. No, that was either this drive or last drive. This drive. Okay, new center now as they do a toss to the outside to Jarvis Green. With Phil Maffa out, looks like Jarvis Green is stepping in as the next man up. They're gonna have Harris Sewell with a white jersey and a orange penny, which is really, could you count it as a penny? I don't know. That looks like more of something they stole from the security team. Abito, what's up? Alex, welcome in. You can watch on ESPN Plus, not here though. You can listen to me give you my thoughts. Cade Klubnik puts Bryant Wesco in motion, basically in a screen motion, and he almost throws another interception to Boy Fagan. Oh boy, 92 people in here, and y'all gonna see my frustrations come through. Y'all gonna see my frustrations. I mean, that could have been picked off by 2 people, Jaden Lucas and Boy Fagan. Now Matt Luke is talking to Cade Klubnik. I mean, who needs to talk to Cade Klubnik at this point to get him to stop throwing interceptions? Garrett Riley going to start talking to him? I'm trying not to get upset. Fair catch here. Another punt return from Tink Kelly, number 18. 39-yard punt. Yeah. So. Let's see. All right. So you've got 29. That's got to be Strecco? No, Chase Bird. Okay. 24. David Eziomume. Looking forward to seeing Eziomume. Let's see what he can do. See if he can chew off some stuff, some yards here. We know he is fast. So David takes the lead block for Christopher Vizina. Not Christopher Vizina. You have Trent Pman here. Now, here's the thing about Trent Pman. Every time I see him as the quarterback in scrimmages, he does this stuff. He does the quarterback run. He runs. And see, that's why I hate Trent Pman in a scrimmage, because you can't tackle him. You have to two-hand touch him. It's really... he's got to become a quarterback. You know what I mean? He can just scramble all the time. Yeah, that's true, but that's just two-hand touch at that point. All right, he drops back here and gets sacked. Sacked by number 90, Stephylan Green, but also blitzing in. Looked like Jaheim Lawson again. I'm getting... Ian Reed just got blown up by Jaheim Lawson. And Jaheim Lawson's schooling him right now. I don't think recruits look at the spring game too much. All right, they hand off to Eziomume. He gets stuffed very quickly. Zaire Patterson looks big now too. This defense is really beefed up. Zaire Patterson, number 91. Eziomume. I feel like Eziomume is an easy name to say because it's just the way it looks. It's nothing like Uyana Lele. Uyana Lele didn't look like that. Eziomume looks like Eziomume. There's a punt here from the 5-yard line. goes to the 45. Antonio Williams with the. Now, see, here's the kind of thing where Cade, in a scenario where he is at the 48 or so, they need to walk away with a field goal at least here. 30 seconds ahead, John? Well, that's the benefit you get with streaming with me. I could pause it, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'll pause it for 5 seconds. You tell me. All right, so we've got Trent Pman on the orange team now. Hand off to preferred walk-on Strecco. I got to be honest, he's pretty explosive off that handoff. You know, it's one of those things. Like he took that handoff and he jumped forward. So that's a huge help when you have a running back that can jump forward like that. Pman to Wesco across the middle. Wesco makes another move, and gets hammered by Sammy Brown from behind, but definitely gets a first down there. That should give him some confidence in that little kind of a deeper slant play there. He was able to get some space on 35, 35 being Austin Randall. All right, another good pass to Antonio Williams, and kind of a same kind of play there. Another kind of a deeper slant. Oh, wow, Adam Randall kind of behind the back catches it. What, I didn't pronounce the name right? I've had Ezeomume on the podcast. How could I not pronounce the name right? I've had it. I said, hey, can I say your name Ezeomume? He said, yeah. Easy Omume. Wow. Back shoulder fade to the corner of the end zone. Trent Pman to Bryant Wesco for a touchdown. One-on-one ball skills to the back of the end zone. Good play against Austin Randall, number 35, Adam Randall's older brother. He was all over him. Brian Wesco, the ball was placed really good for Trent Pman. That's the kind of stuff you want to see from Trent. You know, we already know he can scramble. You want to see him throw the balls like that. So the orange team scored on the white team just now. Bryant Wesco scored on Austin Randall, cornerback Adam Randall's older brother, transfer from Coastal, I believe. And over the outside shoulder, right in the corner. I mean, Trent Pman lofted it really well. And so now orange is on the board, 7-3. Avion Terrell, number 20, he has been great so far. So Pman did better than Cade Klubnik. Yes. So far, Trent Pman has a touchdown and has sustained a drive from the 45, the opposing 45, all the way in. So a 55-yard drive all the way in. Sounds like Pman doing better than Cade. Yep. I mean, you know, we just take it for what it's on paper right now. We can only say what we see. I mean, we can only give props to what we see, right? It looks like this is the first kickoff to go into the end zone as Dabo Sweeney is just cutting it up with Shaq Lawson. Gotta love Dabo, man. He is such a infectious personality and such a good guy to be around. Number 36 up to kick. That's Quinn Kastner. Quinn Kastner, 5'5", redshirt senior from Fort Mill. Who is this guy that Dabo is with now? I have no idea who this guy is. Maybe I'm missing it here. Somebody tell me who that guy Dabo was talking to. All right, Christopher Vizina now with number 24, Easy Amume, running back. Josh Sapp with the motion to the right-hand side. Roll out to the right, backwards, looking for Tink Kelly, but not available. Abito, Cade is just too unpredictable. He's got the talent, but man, it's a bit frustrating watching him at times. Yep. Have I noticed anything about the kickers? I really haven't seen them in person. If I do go, I haven't gone to any of the spring practices yet, but when I do go, I usually don't look at the kickers. Oh, intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Number 32. Wow, Jamal Anderson, linebacker, number 32 with an interception, pick 6, touchdown. Hey, he's going to do the dirty bird. That's good. That's good. You got to love that. Now, he did dirty bird because his dad, played for the Falcons for all those years. So that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Man, just kind of snuck up on Christopher Vizina there to the right-hand side and extended his body very well. So we got about a minute 15, minute 16 left in the first quarter. Orange team up 14-3 on the white as Jamal Anderson comes off the right-hand side, kind of sneaks behind Jaheim Lawson and just never even saw him. Jumps up like Superman, catches it midair, in stride, is able. I mean, talk about the hands. I mean, that ball was a quick out pass that was coming hot, and he caught it right in his hands. So again, more positive plays, more excitement around the defense here. So again, you got a lot of fun and excitement around the defense. So far, Dabo's now yelling at the offensive line to block someone. That's funny. So now we have number 38. I believe that's Robert Gunn. Yeah, and he kicks it to the back of the end zone. Robert Gunn looks like he's got that kickoff solid still. And now Dabo's just jawing it up with the defense. And they're just having a good time. But see, this is what I said on Mickey's show. You know, this team desperately needs the offense to be happy, the offense to be excited, the offense to get things going. That's what they desperately need. They need the fun and excitement and happy to be there and ready for the next play attitude from the offense. Do they have it right now? No. Issues with the linebacker depth? I'm not seeing it right now. I mean, you've got not as much experience, but I think they have pretty good depth. Especially when it comes to talent. Blitz to the left-hand side, gets picked up. A handoff was snuffed out pretty quickly. D. Creighton on the tackle. Kind of a gang tackle there. D. Creighton, Jamal Anderson. D. Creighton, number 22. I'm saying these numbers out loud because I'm trying to remember I'm trying to make sure that I know who these players are. So you got AJ Hoffler to the left end, Jaheim Lawson to the right end, and Christopher Vizina gets a nice scramble. So here's the thing. Christopher Vizina scrambles. I don't like scrambling in scrimmages, but I guess you do need to practice it. It was the right read. Who's to say he would have gotten that far? but it was the right read. So, I can't beat him up for that. That's Stephylin Green on the line. Just big dudes on this defensive line for the Orange, with a quick pass to Josh Sapp, sat down in the middle of the zone there on the numbers and got almost a first down as we wrap up the first quarter here. 14-3 Orange team. Tyler Brown on one side, Bryant and Antonio William on the other side definitely will look different. Yeah, I think that will help for sure. So what should I say on Twitter about the first quarter? Tell me what I should say on Twitter about the first quarter. Blake Ellis says he doesn't believe Cade holds on to the starting job. Well, Blake, the scary thing is that you got Christopher Vizina, who seems to sit in the pocket a little too long, and then you have Trent Pman, who is really more of a scrambler. TJ Moore is one that we think will play a lot. That's for sure. That's for sure. Trent Pman left-handed? No, I don't think so. I don't think he is. Lack of QB play. Yep. DJ Ferk says, "Go Knowles, go Knowles, go Knowles." CV doesn't have the wide receivers. That's true, X-Rad. That's true. That's true. Sheldon Lewis. I hadn't said his name really. Dylan says, breaking news. Spring game should have been played on April 1st. That's funny. I'm going to do a poll. How do you feel about the Clemson offense after the first quarter of the spring game? Great. Okay. Not good. Meh. Let's do meh and how do you feel about the Clemson offense after the first quarter of the spring game? Great, not good, not great, good, not great. Excuse me. Okay, let me just actually speak here. Great, good, not great, bad, not good. I'm scared. We'll see what people say here. We've already got two votes of I'm scared. Oh boy. All right, here we go. We're back to the second quarter now with a handoff Christopher Vizina to Keith Adams Jr. Keith Adams Jr., let me tell you something. This guy is in the weight room. He is massive, dude. He's a bruiser. I like him. I like Keith Adams. We got 120 people right now. I don't see 120 people in the chat. So please tell me hello. Please tell me hello. Tell me not only say good, go Tigers, but tell me where you're from. I'd love to know that. Chris Vizina backs up. Deep pass, about 40 yards to the left-hand side, looking for Hampton Earl. Covered pretty tightly there by Brandon Strozier, number 1. Incomplete. 3rd down, 13 for the Tigers. You know what I think? You know what I've always wanted to do is like practice my play-by-play. I feel like maybe I could do it one day. I would much rather do play-by-play for softball, as you all know. But maybe one day I could do that if I actually give it a try. But I'm always scared to give it a try. All right, here we go. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Delayed handoff, eventually given to Keith Adams. Tries to take it to the outside, to the right-hand side, but has a 1-yard loss. And that was a 4th down. I don't know about a 4th down, a 3rd down and long call where you do that, but that's more of a spring game kind of thing. Video games is working today, can't watch, but hello from Taylor's. Color of gray, I always try to throw the first quarter away. Let it go. That's a good idea. Let the first quarter go. Blake's from Liberty. Michael from Clemens, North Carolina. Chan, the Tiger, says he's go Tigers from Charlotte. Antone Crown says, am I saying this right? Daegu, South Korea? Wow, South Korea. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. South Korea. I'm assuming in the military. I'm assuming. Maybe not. Darlington, Charlotte. Dylan says missed on DJ, Walker Wyatt, Air Nolan. Yeah, that's true. Abito, Manassas, Virginia. Awesome. And I've missed y'all. I missed y'all a lot. Like I said, I haven't done videos, but I've been doing the radio, at which, radio plus your job kind of takes up a lot of your time, Spartanburg, Aiken. What's the score? 14-3, orange team. They're getting ready to the white team's getting ready to kick a field goal. Looks like it might sneak in there. And it is good. 48-yard field goal. As Will Shipley in the booth. Will Shipley, good guy. Gonna miss him. Church Branch. I've never heard of Church Branch. Orangeburg, Athens. Not a Georgia fan. He's from Athens, though. We'll keep you in there, Josh. So it's 14-6 now. The white team got another field goal. Nolan Hoosier. And the kickoff. Kickoff from number 47. 47 is going to be Hogan Morton. Doesn't get to the end zone. Who kicked the field goal? That was Nolan Hoosier. All in from Charlotte. Sammy Watkins in? I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. Maybe not. Wasn't he supposed to be honored today? I thought so. All right, so we got 12 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Cade Klubnik's coming back out. Don't look now. Banks Pope, number 44, coming in at tight end. Don't look now. Don't look now. Looks like double jet sweep to Bryant Wesco, who gets. Looks like they put a player in motion and then did a jet sweep to Bryant Wesco to the right-hand side and for a loss of 2 yards. Who looks best between the two kickers? I don't think I've seen Robert Gunn kick one. I have seen Hoosier kick two. Handoff to Strecco. Again, okay, so you just saw that play there. If you're watching, you just saw that play. Peyton Strecco, he's explosive. He's explosive off the handoff, right? That's number 23, right? I'm looking at the right guy. Peyton Strecco, explosive off the handoff. I'm telling you. Okay, so now next play, they sped it up, and DeMonte Capehart gets in. DeMonte, it just looks like, it looks like Marcus Tate just let DeMonte Capehart go by, literally untouched. You never want to see your offensive linemen with their hands held up, like when the guy in front of them is the guy that got by. Quick pass to the right-hand side to Adam Randall. He gets that one, but there's a flag on the play. This offensive line is going to get called for a hold. I tell you what, they got protection, but they ended up getting called for a hold. So far, this offensive line has looked pretty mediocre. Wide receiver screen to Antonio Williams to the left side. He's going to be able to stretch it a little bit and get back to the line of scrimmage almost, because it was 2nd down and 25. So now it's going to be about 3rd down and 26. No, excuse me. It's going to be about 3rd down and 11 now. Okay, 3rd down 13 is what they give them. If you say bright spots on the offense, I would say Antonio Williams, Peyton Strecco, Bryant Wesco, kind of, sort of. Now, Cade has time here. He gets a check down to Olsen Pat Henry. They got to call the flag there. That was a blatant face mask there from the defender. Blatant face mask. Was he trying to hurt him? That was Kobe McLeod. I don't understand. I mean, maybe his hand got stuck in the face mask, but it seemed like Kobe was constantly pulling on his. They gave it to number 17, who is Wade Woodaz. Really? They're giving it to Wade? No, I guess so. Yeah, I beat up Kobe McLeod just now, but it was Wade that was just kind of pulling on him. So now they got a 1st down out of that. So this is where Cade's got to respond. He's got to step up here and show what he can do. He's got the better outside receivers, and go figure, they have none of the good receivers right now on the field. None of the even 3rd string receivers on the field right now. I don't understand that. You know, I mean, the defense is not an idiot. They know if you have all of your 4th string wide receivers and then you're going to run the ball. They literally had no threat at wide receiver in that play. All right, so now they've got it back more to a traditional. They do a quick wide receiver screen to Adam Randall, who catches it and goes forward for about 12 yards, 13 yards. How has Sammy Brown been? Well, he got a sack early on, but got kind of quiet since then. Still without Walker Parks. Yeah, I don't see Walker Parks. Cade with some timing throws it right into Wade Woodaz there. Wade's big dude. Big dude. A lot of these guys on the defense have bulked up. Looks like they've put Sadler. They put Sadler number 50 at right guard. Adam Randall, I don't think he's had a bad day. Handoff to Strecco, who again scoots through for about 7 yards. I mean, Strecco's on pace to get himself a scholarship. So they call in timeout year. I'm looking back at my post on X for my Twitter poll, my X poll. How do you feel about Clemson's offensive? I said offensive. I didn't spell it right. How do you feel about Clemson's offense after the first quarter of the spring game? 2% say great. Must be joking. 28% say good, not great. 29% say bad, not good. 41% say I'm scared. The entire Clemson defense has been saying their prayers and eating their vitamins. That's true for me. Can they beat Florida State and Miami? Man, I don't know that. Come on, Fresh. How am I supposed to know that already? How am I supposed to know that at this point? You have to believe we'll play differently at the start of the season. Flotilla says, anybody get a big play, let me know I'm at work. Okay, we'll let you know. Who's playing center right now? They had Ryan Linthicum for first string center. Then he rolled his ankle bad. Then they put Harris Sewell at center. Dabo mentioned that they might throw in who else? They might throw in Trent Howard. Oh, so Dabo on purpose, it's 3rd down and 1 after a timeout. He on purpose calls a hold play, a hard snap, and to see if the defense or the offensive line would budge. And sure enough, DeMonte Capehart and 3 or 4 other guys. Let's see, you got Capehart, Williams, K. Dinoff maybe a little bit moved. Capehart committed the foul, though. So they did a hard count, and it worked, and now they have a first down on the 9-yard line here. 3 wide receivers to the right. Handoff to Strecco. Tries to pop it outside, but gets eat up pretty quick by Dinoff. The only thing about Strecco, he does seem to be explosive north and south. To the outside, he is kind of a smaller build guy. He is just as big as Dabo, maybe, but to me, he's doing the right things. He's doing the right things to get the reps. Cade. So they look to do a delayed handoff there. They go into a play action to the right side. Strecco chips the blitzer and then goes to roll out, but the whole defense knew what they were doing. So nothing really there. Cade ends up throwing it into the ground. Snap here from Cade to Antonio Williams, who gets it on an out route, cuts back up against Khalil Barnes. Now they're on the 4-yard line. That was a pretty good series there. I would put Antonio Williams, or a pretty good play there. I would put Antonio Williams as a positive for today because he's been catching the ball really well. Yeah, 3rd and 12, and they converted for a first down there. So now they've got 4 yards to go, 1st and goal. Cade Klubnik under center here. In a single back formation, gets blown up. Cade Denoff was not surprised at all. Blew up that play. Strecco tackled for a loss. Looked like the left guard was trying to get to the second level, which meant that the left tackle needed to get the first level. But again, these type of blocking schemes makes no sense to me. Again, another edge rusher just left wide open. I mean, maybe it works for other teams, but it doesn't seem like it's a good. Wow, and he missed it. Incomplete. They gave him the catch there. Wow. So Cade Klubnik rolls out to his right, gets a blitz, all out blitz basically, and releases the ball quickly to Peyton Strecco, who snuck his way outside to the corner. Wow. I mean, that was, I don't know if I'd give him the catch in a real game. I mean, he made one move. Strecco here with a touchdown. A handoff right up the middle, inside zone. Strecco, I mean, maybe it was like a fake pull, just go straight up the middle. I got to tell you, Peyton Strecco is not on scholarship. That'll be one of your scholarship players right there. Hey, Flotilla, thanks for subscribing, brother. Thanks for subscribing. So 5 years ago, I started doing videos, and I was just kind of doing them on Facebook. And it's 21-6 now, Orange Team. I was just kind of doing them on Facebook, and then I really just enjoyed it. And so I did it for about 2 years before, and I moved to YouTube, and then I met some people with the Roar 105.5, the Roar Radio, Mark Childress and Ben Milstead, and they provided me an opportunity. And then I was able to get to know Walt Deptula and the rest of the group and Mickey. And then when Kelly went to ESPN, I was allowed the opportunity to do some work with Mickey, and it's been such an amazing opportunity and blessing, and one that I hope to continue as long as I can. It's not my full-time job, so it's kind of just a hobby. It's just a hobby, as Mickey says. It's just a hobby for me. But yeah, I really enjoy doing the radio. It's just work has gotten a lot more busy. I've had a promotion since then, and so it's hard to find time to do videos and podcasts for sure. Especially with the frequency that you have to do it. You have to do like to get subscribers and viewers, you have to do it like, constantly. And maybe I can commit to the one day a week again. Now during the football season, I have my own football show or my own show on the radio after Walt, 7 to 9. typically like Tuesdays, depending on when they let me, when they have time. But yeah, so um, we're at commercial break. I don't know if we have any stats on anybody, but let's go look at Twitter again. The group chat's going crazy. Right now, we got about 139 votes, and 36% say I'm scared. So far, the best quarterback performance has been Trent Pman. As Dabo, now we're back. Dabo Swinney's going to allow for 2 kickers to kick off. All right, 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go, and they're going to do a media timeout. We're going to go to another commercial here. So we just came from commercial. We're going to go back to commercial. Okay. Does the crowd look smaller than it has been? I think it doesn't look as strong as it has in the past. Of course, most people knew I wasn't going to be there, so that negatively impacted the turnout. I'm sorry. So there's some discussion about Trent Pman being the better quarterback on the team. I mean, I don't know what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to scroll through the Don Staley comments. As a dad of a daughter, I think Don Staley's comments about who should play what types of sports is absolutely ridiculous. But it's the woke call for sure. Anyways. All right, so again, everybody still seems to be talking about that Bryant Wesco touchdown from Trent Pman. Trent Pman back on the field now. Number 14, he just throws his towel back. Not his towel, but somebody's towel. Cade's sitting on the sideline now as his team, the Orange, is out there. And, they just showed Cade the entire time. We don't get to see the actual play, but it looks like it was a positive pass to Josh Sapp for 11 yards. I think Josh Sapp is one of those guys that I would probably mark as a positive. I need to make a list here of positives. So let's say positive on offense, positives on defense. You got to say Trent Pman, right? Nice little swing pass out to number 29. 29 being who's 29? Chase Bird. Trent Pman with a little move there, cuts it upfield. Are they going to give him the touchdown? Are they going to give him the touchdown or actually see? This is the kind of stuff that Dabo allows that he doesn't allow for all the quarterbacks, but he allowed that. I don't get it. Trent Pman with a huge run, touchdown from number 14. I don't know, man. Looked like he got touched twice there, but I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's 21-12. We're getting closer to, I think, who was it? Dylan? Dylan, I think we're getting closer to your score. So who are our positive players on offense? I got to say Trent Pman, Peyton Strecco. I got to say Bryant Wesco, Antonio Williams, Josh Sapp. Anybody else? So Dabo's just jumping all over him for not stopping him. Had Tyler Venables out there, by the way. Two-point conversion here, Trent Pman. Who we got on our I don't know. So positives on we got to put Tavoy Fagan. So positive on offense for me. I've got Trent Pman, Peyton Strecco, Bryant Wesco, Antonio Williams, Josh Sapp. Anybody I'm missing? Positives on defense. I got AJ Hoffler, Jaden Lucas, Jamal Anderson, Jaheim Lawson, TJ Parker, Sammy Brown, Tavoy Fagan. Anybody I'm missing? Mike Nova, hello. What's up? JR the Gent, TP 14 looks like QB1. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Adam Randall takes the kickoff here for the Orange team. Cade back out. Screenplay over to the left-hand side. Number 88. Who is 88? That'd be Clay Sweeney. Wade Woodaz just destroys Clay there. Looks like, so we've got 55. It's center, which is Harris Sewell. Next to him is 50, which is Colin Sadler. Then you got Blake Miller. To the left, you got Marcus Tate and Tristan Lee. You got Cape Hart, Denhoff. Oh, man, they're coming with the blitz. Cade stays in, but it's thrown behind Clay Sweeney. 27, Noah Dixon there on coverage. Keith Adams. Yeah, I feel like I've said his name a lot, right? But not, feels like early, not now, though. Same thing with Sammy Brown. We said his name early, but it's kind of disappeared a little bit now. Of course, you really don't see him on the field. Cade steps up in the pocket, and it goes through the fingers of Olsen Pat Henry. Now, that's not a problem on Cade there. He just absolutely missed that ball between his fingers. He's a big dude, Olsen Pat Henry, number 11. He could be a serious threat. I mean, Clemson has some big-time tight ends, some big dudes. But he's got to be able to catch the ball. Most people buying Trent Pman stock right now. %77 buying Trent Pman stock. People are concerned about Cade Klubnik on Twitter right now. Christopher Vizina with 3 to his left, drops back about 3 or 4 steps, gets to Tink Kelly to a short flats just for about 2 or 3 yards there. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Let's see if Christopher Vizina can make a move down the field. Running back to his right, just it doesn't really seem to be looking to his left. Tyler Venables was already in the backfield, just standing there. That seemed very lazy play. Christopher Vizina wasn't looking to see who was in the back, see if anybody was in the backfield. It didn't look like there was any kind of sense of urgency. He just did the play that it was called and gave it to Easy Omume, and it was just immediately a tackle. It was just kind of a weird play there for me. It seems like they need to reset their mentality. And so what they do is they slow it down to the 2 minute, and they're going to bring everybody in and talk it over at the 2 minute warning at 1 minute, 54 seconds. 3rd down and 9 for the White. Flotilla says number 14 looks like he's on fire. Well, so far, his run touchdown, you could debate whether or not he actually scored that, in my opinion. As we go to commercial here. Let's look at the schedule real quick. So right now, orange and white game, April 6th. Then you've got Saturday, August 31st, Clemson versus Georgia at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Neutral site game, but let's be real. Then they come home the following weekend and play Appalachian State. Also not a pushover team there. Then they stay home. They have an off week. So you play 2 games, then you your third week of the year, you're kind of taking an off week, and then you come back on the 21st of September and play NC State. Obviously, always a battle there. And then the 28th of September, for maybe the second time ever, Clemson plays Stanford. They host Stanford as the homecoming game. It's a homecoming game, but that doesn't make any sense. The designating that homecoming, I guess, just because of I always thought growing up it was like homecoming was the next home game after an away series, but I guess it's just a time of year. Maybe I've always thought incorrectly. October 5th is Florida State. That's a away game. And then Wake Forest, October 12th. That's an away game. And then Virginia, October 19th. See, I thought Virginia would be the homecoming game because that's where you were gone and then you come home. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking of that wrong. Has that never been the case? Have I made that up my entire life? Christopher Vizina back. Kind of a weird snap here. Takes the ball, goes deep down the field, intercepted by Jamal Anderson. Again, another interception by Jamal Anderson. Wow. He is now in contention for player of the game on the defense. I believe he is in the lead. Oh, no. The interception is taken back because of an offsides. Wow. The interception is taken back because I don't know. Jaheim Lawson jumped, but he got back before the ball was snapped. That really, to me, that wasn't an offsides. All right, now 3rd and 4 for Christopher Vizina instead of the interception. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Easy Omume to his left. Vizina drops back, and they don't give him the sack there. He throws the ball up to Jamal Adams, or not Jamal Adams, but 38's in coverage. Who's 38? 38 is Peter Nern. Okay. They call pass interference on a guy we don't know who he is, and see, that's the kind of stuff. See, Christopher Vizina was sacked. Jamal Anderson and Tyler Venable sacked him, but Dabo did not call it. I mean, Dabo's joking that Tyler Venables is mad at him, and he should be. That was absolutely a sack. I mean, that's just disgusting. Dabo, man, come on. All right, see, now Christopher Vizina gets away on a scramble, and he calls a sack there. He didn't give a sack to Trent Pman. See, that's why I don't like scrambling in the spring game, because it's all up to Dabo. It's all up to Dabo what he thinks is a two-hand touch or a one-hand touch or whatever. Okay. Now they're saying they're agreeing it would have been a sack. That would be Peyton Page there. Christopher Vizina drops back. I mean, that's a sack right there. They didn't give it to him. They went 4 verticals, and he went to the check down to Keith Adams. But in my opinion, got sacked. It's hard for me. I mean, there's the Clemson offense now calls a timeout. You know, you talk about like forcing certain plays. I said this on the radio. I think they should force the defense to go in a cover zero. And I know you'd say, well, Morgan, that might not happen in a game. But I mean, you've got to help your offense have an advantage. This team is so familiar with the playbook and what they run and what they're going to call and what the skills of each player is, where they like to get used most often. The defense to me is an advantage because of the amount of time they've seen the offense repeatedly in practice. With an outside pass there to Tink Kelly from Christopher Vizina. I think because the defense has seen the offense so much that you should, force the defense to be in a disadvantageous position and make them have to recover from mistakes or just purposeful misalignments. I think you need to try to stress them more. That's just my opinion. Because right now we're seeing and we're talking about how awesome the D is and how lackluster the offense is. But the defense to me has an advantage in situations like this. Maybe I'm wrong. That's always been my thought. Vizina hikes the ball. Hamp Earl goes into motion, throws it out route to Keith Adams, who gets blown up, hit in the rib cage by Sheldon Lewis, and he's hurting bad. That's just Keith Adams probably knocked his breath out there. Should Clemson have gone to the transfer portal for a quarterback, considering what we're seeing now? Considering what we're seeing right now between the quarterbacks, should they have gone and gotten them a better quarterback in the transfer portal? Screen to Adam Randall for, another 6-7 yard. I got to put Adam Randall down on the list. He hasn't had big plays, but he's done pretty good. And I'm going to put Keith Adams. So far, my positives are Trent Pman, Peyton Strecco, Bryant Wesco, Antonio Williams, Josh Sapp, Adam Randall, Keith Adams Jr. Positive on defense, AJ Hoffler, Jaden Lucas, Jamal Anderson, Jaheim Lawson, TJ Parker, Sammy Brown, Tavoy Fegan. Dylan said, I would have liked to have picked up Will Rogers. Peter Woods playing stand-up defensive end, right? I haven't actually seen Peter Woods, but he will be defensive end. That's a quick pass to Olsen Pat Henry, who drops it on 2nd and 3. Olsen Pat Henry is a big dude, but has had 2 drops today, at least. Oh, Jarvis Green gets and scoots through for a good, nice run at the end of the scrimmage. I don't think they're going to be able to get their timeout in, do they? Yeah, they are. They are going to get their timeout in, and they're going to get Robert Gunn an opportunity They're going to get Robert Gunn. I'm going to put Nolan Hooser down. I wouldn't say sitting out. They're injured. Yeah, you got a couple of guys injured. I can tell you the list here. Jaden Lucas, he's actually playing. Cole Turner, Walker Parks, Ronan O'Connell, Tyler Brown, Troy Stellato, Jay Haynes, Peter Woods, Vic Burley, Ricardo Jones. Those are the injuries that I know of. 55-yarder. Now, this is much longer than what Nolan had. 55-yarder, kind of to the right, not on the hash, but on the tiger paw. And it's close. It would have made it distance-wise, but it was he kicked it straight. I mean, he kicked it straight and he missed it about 2 or 3 feet to the right. And honestly, he was about 2 or 3 feet to the right from where he kicked it. So he really just kicked it straight. I don't think that was a bad kick at all. I mean, it didn't have any kind of crazy bend on it or anything. It was a good straight ball. Just gotta re-angle it, align it. And that's halftime. 21 for the orange, 12 for the white. Still a lot left to be desired on the offense, but most people tell me, Morgan, maybe I have too big of expectations for the offense. Who's your offensive? Oh yeah, Phil Maffa's not there. That's for sure. Offensive player of the game so far, player of the half, I would say Trent Pman. So player. So I'll put, I'm going to post this. Players of the half. Spring game. I'll say first half stars. Who am I missing here? I don't want to post this and miss. So here's my list. On offense, I got Trent Pman, Peyton Strecco, Bryant Wesco, Antonio Williams, Josh Sapp, Adam Randall, Keith Adams Jr., and Nolan Hoosier. On the defense, I've got AJ Hoffler, Jaden Lucas, Jamal Anderson, Jaheim Lawson, TJ Parker, Sammy Brown, Taboy Fagan. Am I missing anybody? Any standout O linemen? No. Personally, I don't have any. Not on my list right now. Hustler says people need to stop making excuses for Cade Klubnik. I'm not making excuses. Mike Nova subscribed. Welcome in, Mike. Thanks for subscribing. I didn't even know that thing showed up on my screen. I didn't know I had that loaded. I forgot about it. That's how bad I am. Man, this screen is bright, man. I got to figure out how to turn it down. Here we go. Here we go. Has the O-line looked better? I wouldn't say they looked better, personally. Yeah. Okay, we got some stats here. Christopher, let's see if can I save this? And if I save it, can I share it? I can share slides. I gotta save it. I wonder how can I save it? You know what I'll do? I'll move it over to the... I forgot about the stats broadcast thing. You know, it's all because I'm so like out of practice here. So now I can share this. I'll share the tab. Share screen, share tab. Here we go. Turn this off. Can I? There we go. There we go. Can I do that? There we go. Maybe that's better. No, that's not better. Is that better? That's better. This is better. I like this. That way you can see the screen. If your logo's kind of in the way, if I do that, let's do that. Let's do that. Here we go. All right. So now I have the stat broadcast up. I'm going to do this. I like this screen. Tell me what you think if you're looking at it now. I got a screen up of like the stats for the players here. Looks like we're coming back. All right, all right. So now I have the stat broadcast on, and I can see it, and we can watch it here. So we got defensive holding coming out of the half here. Let me know what you think about the stats showing up on the screen now. So we have Trent Pman back to pass, big 5-step drop, throws it deep to the right-hand side. No one there at all. So 2nd down and 10. Intentional grounding called on Trent Pman there because, like I said, nobody was there at all. So 2nd down. So Trent Pman again, running back to his left. Hikes the ball. Quick drop back slant to the right. Completely fooled the defender there, and looks like he may have gotten close to a 1st down. That was a pretty good slant play that the defense was not ready for. Slant to number 82. Jackson Crosby. Trying to see who was doubled up there, who was crossed up on that one. 15 yards. Yeah, they gave him the 1st down and 10. 3 wide receivers to the left. No, 2 wide receivers, a tight end to the left. Drops back, big drop back, scanning the field, does the check down across the middle to the wide receiver, number 82, Jackson Crosby, again, for just a very short gain of 2 yards. Crosby was coming across the middle of the field there. Clemson was going deep with the rest. Kind of looked like one of those, 3 verticals, that all streaks kind of pass play where you have that one guy coming across right at the line of scrimmage as your check down. Here you go, running back, handoff to the left-hand side, number 31. Tristan Rigby. This guy's, it looks like he's a pretty tough guy. Probably not going to be one of those guys that gets the scholarship, but Dabo seems to be, saying he's a hard worker. First down and 10. Trent Pman, another short drop back across the middle, another slant to 44. This time to Banks Pope for another first down. Trent Pman, here we go, moving the ball into opponent territory. Clock still moving, ball still moving, not making mistakes. He's got 3 to the right, including 1 tight end there. Running back to his left. Quick handoff, but he pulls it and scrambles to the outside for what's likely to be another first down. And I think that would be a great scrambling move there. I originally complained about how he would scramble a lot, and it kind of is more difficult to stop with scrimmages. But, I mean, Pman here has got another first down with a 12-yard gain scramble. Kind of the same formation here again, 3 to his right, and delayed handoff kind of up the middle for nothing. DeMonte Capehart just really untouched, slams him down. Getting into a lot of depth here now on the offense. The offensive line seems to be a lot of guys I'm not too familiar with for the Orange team right now. Pman, another quick drop back as Cade Dinoff just comes to him untouched. It causes him to rush the throw. 3rd down and 12. Hustler says Vizina doesn't look like he's ready. I think his timing is still off. Seems like, he's holding the ball a little too long. Really, the MVP so far is Trent Pman. Quick slant to the outside off of Crosby's hands. Being guarded against is Crosby versus Devoy Fagan there. It was a slant, went through his fingers. Dabo is too loyal to 5-star. Robert Gunn hits a field goal. 24-12 now. Orange is up. Looking at Christopher Vizina, he's 7 for 14, 45 yards, 1 interception. Cade is 10 of 19, 85 yards, 1 interception. Trent Pman on both sides of the ball. Look at that. On the Orange side, Trent Pman is 7 of 9 for 84 yards and a touchdown. On the White side, he's 2 for 2 for 21 yards. He's leading the team on the white side, rushing the ball, 46 yards rushing. But they gave him that touchdown. And then, he's got two rushes for 7 yards on the other side. My biggest confusion, I guess, here is, does Trent Pman having a good game and Cade Klubnik having a bad game give you is that the outcome you really wanted? I mean, maybe they don't care. Maybe it doesn't matter. But to me, it does matter. To me, they should care. And to me, if you have a guy who you want to be your starter, because as you're saying in the chat, there's Trent Pman, yeah, but then there's Cade Klubnik, who seems like is your guy. So if he's your guy, then why are you okay with letting him have a bad spring game? I don't get it. I mean, again, I would kind of force the defense into certain disadvantageous, situations so that Cade could have some help. I mean, the worst thing you could do is have him walk away still questioning his ability. But I mean, and maybe he's not questioning his ability, but the chat is questioning his ability. Twitter is questioning his ability. I mean, we have people on Twitter now saying that Trent Pman is the guy. Is that the result you wanted? Was neither of your highly recruited guys being, both of those guys walking away with a bad game? I don't know. Vizina looks like he's settled in a little bit. He's got a couple more completions here. Oh, kind of threw it behind the back to across the middle to number 84. 84 is Marcus Dixon. So we got number 11, Olsen Pat Henry, Marcus Dixon, 84. I guess Brenning Stool is still number 9. And that'll be 4th down and 4 for the white team. Cody says, it looks like we went from great quarterbacks to guys that aren't comfortable in the pocket. My friend just texted me. My good friend says, I'm not watching this game, but is Pman the answer? Trent Pman, I mean, is kind of showing out for both teams, which that shows you even more, Again, like, why wouldn't you make Cade Klubnik play on both teams, Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Cade right now. I mean, I feel like that. Really haven't seen much of him recently, but Christopher Vizina, Trent Pman right now. But again, it kind of goes back to, you know, you're just not like how do you like I just don't understand why it's okay to continue to have bad spring games for your star offensive players. And that's got to be a sack there. It looks like a high motor play there from one of the defensive ends, defensive lineman, Stefan Green. I wonder who they gave that to. Stefan Green? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a tweet that I want to make, but does Trent have enough strength in his arm to push the ball deep? I mean, he could throw 20, 30. Good. I mean, can he throw 60, 70? I don't know if I've seen that. I mean, see Dabo, he's talking on TV right now about how he thinks he was good enough to be in the playoffs last year. To me, that is definitely drinking the Kool-Aid. Which, I mean, you want the head coach to drink the Kool-Aid, but um, hopefully he knows that not a lot of people believe that. Olsen Pat Henry gets a catch this time, about 6 yards. Cade out here now. No, not 6 yards. Looks like it was less than that. 3 yards. 3rd down and 1. They going to let Cade run the ball here? I mean, a lot of these short yardage situations, they seem to be letting the other quarterback scramble. Woodaz and Sammy Brown. No, they hand it off to Jarvis Green, goes nowhere. 4th down and 3. Cade wants to go for it. Cade's saying that it got a first down, but he definitely did not get a first down. Just swooping to the ball was Jaden Lucas. Stands have kind of thinned out now. A lot of people are leaving. Can the O-line hold up? I don't know. It just I really can't say I'm walking away seeing any positive from the offensive line. All right, so 1st down and 10, Christopher Vizina on the field. I don't know. Hustler, you need to go on the transfer portal and tell me who you see. I don't know if I see anybody, honestly. Oh, man, it looks like there's a flea flicker play, multiple handoffs, and caught. Man, Josh Sapp went up high to catch the ball to the right-hand side. down the sideline there. Vizina handed it off to Tink, who handed it off to another wide receiver, who then tossed it back to Vizina for big play to the right-hand side, about 30 yards or so, maybe more, 40 yards. Vizina now wide receiver screen to Tink on the left-hand side. Quick misdirection, but Strozier tackled quickly, and he gets called for some sort of, it's like a reverse flea flicker. And he caught it, man, just great hands there by Josh Sapp. Wow, what a player. Now, he had 41 and 48 on him. So who is 41 and 48? 41 is Caleb Nix, and 48 is Walt Smith. So, it is what it is there. But they were definitely in the area to make a play on the ball and make it difficult for him. Strozier on that play got called for what looks like to be a face mask. So they actually ended up giving him a first down, even though Tink Kelly really only made 1 yard. Kind of a stacked formation, tight right here. Running play up the middle doesn't go anywhere. Pennington, Trent Howard. Running play. It looked like it was an obvious running play scheme and didn't go anywhere. See, that's the thing about scrimmages like this is, the defense by now knows, especially the veteran guys, they see that formation and they're like, okay, they're running the ball like 90% of the time. So Clemson again gives up the free blitzers to the outside. Sheldon Lewis just absolutely throws David Ezeamume out of bounds, well out of bounds. I'm not sure why you would do that to your own teammate. Maybe they have some beef outside of the field, but Sheldon Lewis just grabbed Ezeamume. They were already out of bounds and then just continued to throw him. And Dabo's just jumping on him now. Absolutely makes no sense. Plus, it's your own team. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, he chucked him out of bounds. He was 3 yards out of bounds and then chucked him down to the ground. Now, maybe he didn't know where he was at. It did look like his head was kind of twisted around, but you got to think, once you do that and you look and see you're next to the water boy, you got to know you're probably not going to get a good call for you there. Run up the middle, Ezeamume. Hadn't seen much of him break out yet. I mean, this offensive line, the offensive line we know is a struggle. And then when you split them up the way they do, it makes it extremely difficult. Lewis plays with a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, I like it. I like it versus other teams. When it's your own team in the spring game, maybe not so much. I mean, maybe you just didn't know where he was at. Ronan Hannafin in motion here. Oh, Christopher Vizina with an interception to number 15. On a wheel route, he thought he had it. He got a little bit complacent. And Jaheim Lawson comes out in coverage and gets an interception. Again. Wow, big time shot to Adam Randall down the field. Wow. Big play. Finally got one big play here. Klubnik rolls out to his right in the end zone, throws it about 55, 60 yards to Adam Randall over the middle of the field. Big time play there. Now Cade's sitting in the pocket scanning the field. Oh man, Bryant Wesco hits him in his hands and he drops the ball. Looks like there's a flag though, but another you gotta give a big shout out there. That's a shot in the arm for Cade Klubnik to Adam Randall there, as the stats I'm sure we'll update here in a minute. Cade finally gets a bomb. Trent Pman's doing well. Now we're going into the fourth quarter. Get your fours up. Get your fours up. Here, since we're in a chat, I want you to reply to me with your 4. Here you go. I'm putting my number 4 in. You put your number 4 in. 4's up. 4's up, chat. 4's up. There we go, Tiggs. There we go, James. There we go, RB. 4's up. Truth. Let's get the 4s in here. See, now y'all going to want to make me do this again because y'all are making this fun. Y'all are making this fun. 4's up, baby. Timmy, 4's up. Timmy B. Oh, I like that. The 2 deuces. Yeah. That's kind of a different way. Cody, I like it. Is there a 4 emoji? There needs to be a 4 emoji. Cody hits us with the deuces and the number 4. I like it. Cody, I like your name too because, Cody Rhodes tonight. Cody Rhodes. Oh, Ruby's got to be different. Ruby's got to be different with the golf number 4 or the golf 4. Club, what the heck is that? That's like I have no idea what that is. Like a box and a 4? Dylan hits me with a book. Is that a book emoji? What is that? I'm not seeing I'm not seeing it. The 4 emoji? Oh, it must not show up on my it must not show up on my chat the same way. 4 emoji. Book volume 4. Book volume 4? What's up, Club? Huge fan of Morgan T. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I have 0 friends, so Club is my friend. 4 emoji. Book 4? Oh, the book volume 4. Okay. Look at I'm like old man, like what? I guess you could do the 4 with the square. Hey, Morgan, are you watching WrestleMania tonight? Yes, I am. I have Peacock. I will be watching. I will be looking for Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Man, The Rock. The Rock's new intro theme, man. That The Rock final boss. I got to tell y'all something, man. The Rock final boss intro with the lightning. I got to tell y'all something, man. Like Peyton Strecco with a pass to the flats and gets about a 15-yard gain there. I got to tell y'all, man. The Rock final boss intro. And then you're going to have Roman Reigns' intro. And then you're going to have Cody. Oh, you're going to have Seth Rollins. Oh, man. This is some of the best intros. I used to think we had good intros when we were kids, man, like The Rock and Stone Cold and Undertaker and HBK and Hogan. And, man, I'm telling you, these intros are good. Cade Klubnik with a snap looking to the left-hand side. Wesco looks like he got pushed out of bounds. A little bit less aggressive there. Tavoy Fagan was very aggressive on that ball. Could have been an interception there. I'm telling you what, Tavoy Fagan is definitely, if I didn't have him on my list before, yeah, I do have him on my list. I'm going to put DeMonte. You know, Cade has had a better late third, fourth quarter so far, early fourth so far. Cade with some time drops back and almost throws another interception. Double coverage. The bloodline will destruct tonight. Yeah, maybe. I think so. I think something's going to happen. Pass completed to Cade, not on the stat sheet. Oh yeah, let me refresh and see if it's like just messed up. Because we're stuck in the third quarter with this. Yeah, like whoever's running the stat is not updating it. Whoever's running the stat sheet on this thing, they stopped. Do I have to hit agree? Maybe I go to like, yeah, they haven't updated it. Uh-oh. Cade Klubnik looks like he got his foot stepped on. Christian, crazy to see they see this in practice and don't go to the portal. Wide right for Robert Gunn, who, you know, better kickoff guy than a field goal guy, that's for sure. Cade Klubnik with a stepped on foot ankle. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Cade, man. You know, I already feel like we've seen what we've seen, but confidence level in Clemson's quarterbacks after 3 quarters. Bad, not good. Bad, not good. I wouldn't say I'm scared. Bad, not good, though. Reason why I wouldn't be scared is because there are people that are injured and there are a lot of starters that are injured that he's used to playing with. So there's, you know, there is that. And the team is mixed up, right? So I would have liked to have seen Cade and Christopher Vizina play on both teams. So I'm going to write that. Personally, I would have liked to see Cade and Klubnik and yeah, Jamal Anderson's got to be one of the defensive players of the game for sure. Jamal Anderson gets a big hit across the middle. Incomplete. 4th down and 3 now. Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th down and 3 with Trent Pman on the field. Defense seems to not be quite ready. The offense is looking to the sideline to get the play. Defense now in position. Trent has 2 to his right. He does a quick toss to the right-hand side for Keith Adams, and Keith is not going to get it. It gets pushed out. Strozier, Stefan Green. Pushes him out of bounds there. So turnover on downs here. What are you going to do? Put Trent Pman on the other side too? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stats here. Maybe the ACC network is doing the stats because they haven't updated it. All right, yeah, and they are going to put Trent Pman on to the orange team. I called it. Trent Pman to Banks Pope for close to a first down. It's not that bad, but QB isn't playing elite right now. I mean, I'm going to try not to be negative. Handoff to number 34. I don't know. Dabo's talking about how he's building transformational leaders. This is Kevin McNeil. Dabo talking about he runs the program based on what's best for the 30-year-old version of these kids. So I think that's admirable for sure. That's definitely what you want your coach to say. Fake handoff. Pman tries to get to the outside, but gets tackled by Wade Woodaz in the back for a loss of maybe 5. 3rd down and 12, give or take. 5 minutes left. Yes, Brandon, welcome in. Or Brandon, you've already been in. Slant inside to Clay Sweeney, number 82. Tackled by Sammy Brown. Trent Pman now pushing his team to go for it on 4th down. No, they get the first down. Maybe that wasn't Clay Sweeney. Who was 82? Jackson Crosby. I forgot. Jackson Crosby. 88 is Clay Sweeney. Seven offensive line or 7 guys on the line of scrimmage on this play. Handoff to the running back, McNeil. Dabo's yelling for Rigby. That's not. McNeil. Okay, now they're rotating. Yep, they do have the audio in the helmets now. So you can see the quarterbacks putting their hands over their ear holes so they can hear the play. I think that's pretty cool. Dabo just Pman to the shot, a shot to the outside. Hampton Earl. Now, if that had been someone else, no, Jackson Crosby. If that had been someone else, that could have been another back shoulder touchdown for Trent Pman. That was a good placement of the ball, defended by number 27, Noah Dixon. But that was a good throw. Honestly, it was a catchable ball in the right part of the field to the guy that was in the one-on-one. And, Dabo just mentioned like the reason why they didn't go into the portal is because they actually believe very highly in Trent Pman. And considering that's the case and considering what he's doing right now, I'm going to believe that a lot of fans are going to say, why isn't he starting? If he's able to command the offense on both the orange team and the white team like this, why isn't he starting? Shovel pass to Jackson Crosby makes it all the way to the line, and he's going to get a first down. They're going to give that to him. Got a big tackle there. Jackson Crosby, number 82, a name we're hearing a lot. Cade Klubnik, now they're zooming in on his foot. He's got heavily taped now, but don't know if he'll even get to play again. Not seeing Huckabee, not seeing Blackman Huckabee. Troy Stellato not playing. Handoff to Rigby. Gets stuffed by Cape Hart and 14 Rob Billings. I gotta get used to these numbers, man. That's the one good thing about spring game. You get if you're a fan, you get to kind of like really see who's who. Now, this is the orange team that Trent Pman is manning. Keep it going. They're not going to stop. Not going to stop for the 2-minute warning here. We're down at 1 minute 50 seconds left on the 12-yard line. Pman with a short drop back, stays in the pocket, decides he needs to run, but gets tackled immediately by number 92. 92 being, now they've called a timeout. 92 being Levi Matthews. Okay, we've got an update on the stat broadcast on the screen if you see that now. So Cade has 158 yards. 13. See that jumped him up big time. That one pass play jumped him up big. Gave Adam Randall a 55-yard catch. 242 yards passing. You have Paul Tyson, but he is not a guy that's dressing out. He is a graduate assistant. Oh, they got a little mix up there in the handoff. Third and goal, and the two motioning guys run into each other. Number 34, Kevin McNeil ran into the wide receiver. So that's kind of a botched play now, and it's fourth down. They're going to go for the field goal here. What's Pyramid's total? 11 for 15. For 114 yards. No, 124 yards. Definitely some positives for Cade. With the big pass, he did stay in the pocket a little bit more today. I I don't know if you really walk away from the game like super excited. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Trent Pman now with 140 something yards. Okay, roll out Christopher Vizina to number 32. I got to learn these names, man. Wise Seegers Jr. Pearman is the best quarterback of the game. Looking better than Vizina. He looked better than Cade Klubnik in this game. In this game. Vizina can't seem to find his guy. He stays in the pocket, can't seem to find Marcus Dixon on that play, threw at his feet. You notice that I'm not at a the stats are a little bit behind. There was a field goal. It was good by Quinn Kastner. I didn't say that earlier. Vizina drops back, a short drop back, a slant to number 29, Chase Bird. I can't ever remember his name either. Chase Bird, 29, Chase Bird. Vizina with 3 to his right, looks downfield, stays in the pocket, wants to roll, but gets sacked by Stefan Green as he gets to the outside to his left. And that's the ball game. The clock ends, double zeros on the fourth quarter. The orange team wins 27-12, and the Tigers' spring game is in the books for 2024. It's been a pleasure, listening and watching to this game with you all and discussing it with the chat. Thank you so much for everybody getting in and being a part of this show. I mean, at times we had 120. Right now we have about 74. If you're not familiar, I try to do videos all Clemson related, football mostly, but I do other things as well. And then I also have a radio show during football season on 105.5. Check, 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 check. Okay. Yeah. sure my audio is looking good. But yeah, thank you so much for being a part of the show. If if you haven't already, subscribe. Um, I've been wanting to do more videos. I normally in the past had done one video a week, sometimes two or three videos, depending on how busy I am. But yeah, Dylan, you predicted that score 27-12. Wow. Wow, that was pretty good. You probably should go play the lottery today, my friend. Um, but yeah, thanks for being a part of the show. And let's take a look at the stats here. So Vizina, 14 of 25, 108 yards, two interceptions. Cade Klubnik, 13 of 26, 158 yards, and one interception. Trent Pman played on both teams, and he had, what is that? 141 yards and 13 of 18 for one touchdown. Trent also had a rushing touchdown. So they allowed him to get on a 49-yard rusher. I don't know. It's debatable there. So hard to say. I guess the key player of the game on the offensive side of the ball was probably looking at like Josh Sapp or Antonio Williams, consistent there. Peyton Strecco had some good running plays, 7 for 21 with a touchdown. I think overall the defense is the name of the game, or the big winner of today. Again, just another tough outing for the offense, but they did have some positives there. So again, it's kind of it's it for the defense, or for the spring game. And now we just see how the rest of spring goes and see maybe what happens in the next transfer portal window, and then get ready for the fall during the summer. Also get ready for those big recruiting weekends that happen and maybe have some big wins there. So, um, you know, still a lot of things could change. A lot of excitement could happen here. As far as tonight goes, what do we got up on the list here for the schedule? We have our Final Four for the men's side tonight: North Carolina State and Purdue, 6 p.m., 6:09 p.m. Alabama and UConn, 8:49 p.m. And then obviously, as we mentioned earlier, WrestleMania starts tonight as well. So thanks everybody for getting in. I'm going to sign off here. I appreciate all of your love and support. And as always, Tiger fans, we'll see you at the top of the hill.